Assalamualaikum Jason.
Waalaikumsalam, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, good. Before we start studying, we pray first. Pray begin. Pray finish. Today, we will learn about procedure text. Do you know about procedure text before?
No.
Okay. I will explain about procedure text first. Procedure text is a text aiming to inform the readers about the steps to do something. Procedure text, usually this text begins with how to. For example, how to operate or how to make. Then, what is the purpose of procedure text? Do you know? In page 19, you can see the explanation about procedure text. And I will explanation and you to read page 19. Please open your book in page 19. Okay? Then, what is the purpose of procedure text? This text is used to explain how something is made, done, or used with clear and sequential steps. Okay? Next, you can see language features or language feature procedure text. To recognize procedure text, we need to know its characteristics as if we were meeting someone for the first time. Okay? Here are some linguistic features of procedure text in page 19. And in first, this text discuss the facts about making or using something. So, we need to use the simple present tense. Okay? We need to use simple present tense. Second, since we need to explain some steps, we must use imperative sentences. Example sentences in procedure text are eat 5 onions, get some yes, and pen. The most important thing, my friend, what? The important thing what? Can you say in your book? The most important thing, the command sentence must begin with a verb. With a verb, yeah. Example, are mix, stir, boil, add, turn on, get, and so on. And third, in procedure text, when we want to explain the steps of making or using, there are times when we need to connect one sentence to another. Therefore, we need connecting words. Kata sambung, connecting words. Okay? For example, first, second, after that, then, finally, last, and so on. And the last number four, to give an explanation of the time or duration of making in the procedure text, we need to use an adverb. Example, are in 5 minutes, for an hour, or and or so on. Okay, for example, are in 5 minutes, for an hour, and so on. In addition, we can also use adverbs of manner. For example, slowly, fastly, rapidly, powerfully. Okay, and in page 20, you can see about generic structure or structure procedure text. After we knowing the outline of writing procedure text, let's continue learning together how to write a procedure text. Okay, in making procedure text, it is important to know what the generic structure is. Generic structure of a procedural text consists of aim or goals, okay, ingredients or materials, and steps or methods. So, what I say? Materials, aim, goal, and methods. Okay, good. What is aim, goal? Well, the first part in writing a procedure text is aim, goal, which means goal. Okay, usually this purpose lies in the title indicating the purpose of the text. For example, how to make dalgona coffee. How to make dalgona coffee. In page 20, there are a picture of how to make dalgona coffee with the ingredients. You can see the book. For the ingredients or materials, they are in the second part. Writing these ingredients is useful for explaining what materials or tools are used to make something in the procedure text. Example, the ingredients to make dalgona coffee are coffee and sugar. We also need a spoon and warm water to make a dalgona coffee. And there are steps or methods. You can see step and methods. These sections contains about what steps are taken to achieve the goal of procedure text. You want to make a dalgona coffee, and you can use step or methods in the recipe about how to make the dalgona coffee. For example, first wash the tomatoes, for example. Okay, and in page 21, you can see sample procedure text. Okay, in this for the example, you can see how to make scrambled eggs in page 21. Can you read your book about how to make scrambled eggs? Jason, can you read for me?
Yes, miss.
How to make scrambled eggs.
Ingredient is 2 eggs, milk, 1 teaspoon of butter,
Yes.
a pinch of salt and water.
Okay.
Steps. First, crack the eggs in a small bowl and add a pinch of salt and pepper. Whisk until all is well blended. 2. in a frying pan, add butter and let it melt.
Okay, good.
Pour in the eggs and milk and wait for around 20 seconds. Do not stir it. After that, fold the eggs to the center and stir it with a spatula.
Okay.
Repeat the previous step until all the eggs are mostly cooked.
Okay.
Remove the eggs from the head and continue to fold and stir the eggs for around a minute. Last, leave the eggs and put them on a serving plate. Your scrambled eggs are ready.
Okay, good, Jason. Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
I will explain about what you read before. How to make scrambled eggs. Ingredients: 2 eggs, milk, 1 teaspoon of butter, a pinch of salt and water. And for the steps: first, crack the eggs into a small bowl and add a pinch of salt and pepper. Whisk until all is well blended. 2. In a frying pan, add butter and let it melt. 3. Pour in the eggs and milk and wait for around 20 seconds and do not stir it. After that, fold the eggs to the center and stir it with a spatula. 5. Repeat the previous step until all the eggs are mostly cooked. 6. Remove the eggs from the head and continue to fold and stir the eggs for around a minute. Last, leave the eggs and put them on a serving plate. Your scrambled eggs are ready. So, what about a procedure text?
Procedure text. A procedure text how to make scrambled eggs.
Okay, good, Jason. Okay, Jason, that's it about procedure text and how to make the procedure text. I hope you understand. You can understand about the procedure text, and I will give you some an assignment. I will give you an assignment to make a procedure text, and please present in front of the class. Yeah, next week. The topic is about healthy food and healthy drink. You can choose one of them, healthy food or healthy drink. Yes, I think that's enough for today, our class. Thank you, Jason. See you next week ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Miss.